Good morning, everybody. I'm about to start work, but this is the state of my desks, so something needs to be done about those before I can even start to work today. So, yes, it's not good. It's 9 a.m. I'm starting work late today. Um, when your child gets up ridiculously early, then usually it's just makes sense to go on your worky day just to start work, you know. I'm going to sit down, have a chat. That's better. Don't know why I was standing. Yeah, so when your child starts work ridiculously early, I starts work. No, my child does not start work ridiculously early. When my child wakes up ridiculously early, usually I just get up and I start working. But today, John got up and started working. So we were really, really fortunate, guys. Thank you so much. We had quite a few orders over the Black Friday weekend sale. And yeah, it's just taken a little while to kind of catch up with those orders. So we were like, oh, John was like, I need to work because I need to do orders. But I was like, but I need to work because I only like work on the Fridays. And I was like, well, I need to work because I need to start on the next collection because I haven't even begun starting on that yet. And we're already a week in. It's the 6th of December already. And I'm like, I need to get sneak peeks up for like people who want to subscribe and stuff. So I was like, I need to start drawing. I need to start illustrating. I have done nothing for this kit yet. So yeah, so he got up. So my daughter awake at 5. Before having children, I didn't even know that that was a time of the day. Bless her. She normally gets up at 5:30, but because it's Christmas time and Advent, she's really excited to get up and open her Advent calendar at 5 a.m. I know, it's like there's not enough tea in the world to prepare you for that. That time of day. So yeah, John started work at about 6 and has worked till just about now. So getting some orders sorted, and now he's gone to Tesco's with Litlin. So I'm just starting work. But yeah, I come up here and I was like, oh my God, my desk. Those brown bags, they're actually some Christmas gifts. And I don't know what else is on my desk. But while the house is quiet, I thought I was going to film a video about my December daily. So I need to tidy my desk off first. Then I need to put post-it notes over my daughter's beautiful face. And then I'm going to film my video on how I'm getting on so far with my December daily. So that's how I'm kicking off my working day. My video done, edited, uploading right now. I tell you what, it took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to do because I seem to talk forever. I ended up talking for like 25 minutes and it's only up to the 5th of December. So yeah, it's a good job I do these videos in stages. Like I don't do that the complete December daily because could you imagine like how long an entire month's video would be? Probably talk for ages. Although I think a lot of that talking was about kind of the setting up of the December daily, like the new style format for me and all that kind of stuff. So yes, so right now I am fueled by tea. It's my Polar Express mug. We went on the Polar Express and it was amazing. If you ever get a chance to do one, it was so cool. And we got these mugs. It's a big chunky mug. I actually got, you might have seen on my Instagram stories, and I'll try and see if I can show you it later. I got Secret Santed, and I got an absolutely amazing mug from Ren Wilson of Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street. Flipping love it, and I want to move straight into it straight away. It's too many straights. But then I was like, because I love it. But then I was like, I've got all year that I can use that mug, whereas like I've only got 6 weeks ish of Christmas mugs. Want to make the most of Christmas mugs. I love my mugs. I change my mugs seasonally. I'm a bit of a mug person. I haven't bought any new mugs for a long time because I've got lots of mugs. But people that know me do know that I do enjoy receiving a mug as a present. I very much do. Even better if it's got some tea as well. I do love my mugs and my tea. For me, I like tea is like a sacred thing. I know it might sound really weird, but like that's I don't drink black tea. I only drink herbal teas, and yogi tea and pucker herbs teas are my favourites. And that's like, they're sort of like a bit sacred for me. They're like a bit of a sacred ritual. They're a bit of a like a self-care thing. I enjoy taking my time in making my tea and enjoying my tea and savouring my tea. So people who know me know that tea or a mug is always a pretty good gift for me. Yeah, so right now, yeah, it took me a lot longer than I thought I was going to do that video, because not only did I do the video, but I found out I went to export the movie, because I always record and edit on my phone. Occasionally I'll edit on my computer, but like if it's just like a talk, like usually that's sped up videos that need music and things, but if it's just like a talky video, then I just do that all on my phone. But my phone storage was full. I've got so many videos and photos on my phone, and so I had to go through and delete some stuff and back up a load of stuff, like transfer it to my computer to save it and back up before I could export my video. So I hadn't actually planned or expected to do that, so that was a bit of an arse. So yeah, that's kind of like taken me back a bit. So yeah, next on the list is I need to start drawing for next month's collection. It is now 10:30. The people are back from Tesco's. They are just doing some bits in the kitchen, and they're going to start cooking a roast. John and the little one always cook a roast on a Friday because they're usually here. Like, I know a lot of people have roast dinners on the Sunday, have their Sunday lunch, but often we are out, we either go for a walk or we're visiting or something, and we don't always have the time, because like they're quite time consuming, aren't they, to make, whereas on a Friday they're normally here, so we usually have our Sunday lunch on a Friday. And I can tell you, when I'm working, that is like a very very welcome. So yeah, time to crack on. This, guys, is as far as I have now got with the collection. Been to Hugo. Oh, I'm just really struggling to get motivated. Not motivated. I'm motivated. I want to work. I need to work, but I'm struggling to put pencil to paper. That is like the problem when you have a creative job, I think, in a creative industry. Is like, you know, you need to work, you want to work, you should be working, but like trying to actually work sometimes, I just trying to get the extract the ideas out of my brain and actually work out how I can transform them into illustrations and actually get them on paper. That's the hard bit. Had a delicious roast cooked by the husband. I'm kind of on a roll now. It took me a little while to kind of get into it today. It's now 1:20. I've done all the pencil sketches, and now I'm just inking them up, so I thought I'd show you so you get a sneak peek before everybody else of the January collection. Yeah, I was going to say something else then, and I can't remember what I was going to say. Don't know. You can sign up now, by the way, if you like the look of these illustrations and you think you'll like the look of it all, you can subscribe now. I'll show you them. So here we go. They're obviously in pencil. I just did that black outline. So they're obviously in pencil at the moment, so they're a bit weak, so you can't see, and there's a shadow. So we've got a little wintry owl and a penguin and a little polar bear. And I drew a hat because I was thinking of putting a hat on either the penguin or the owl, but I kind of like how they look So probably what I will do is I'll probably pen these in and photograph them and everything like I normally do, and then I'll see if I can Photoshop this on top. I might tracing paper them and trace these and then redraw them again because sometimes when you do something like this, it takes a little bit of fiddling around in Photoshop to get like the what's the word hummingbird, like the right angles and everything, okay, right. So sometimes it doesn't always work, like it's literally just like lifting that out and putting it on top doesn't always work. We'll see. As I said, I can always tracing paper that. It was that, or I was thinking about earmuffs, because he's got a scarf on, but I feel like these need something wintry on. So there's those. Then I've just been doodling some elements. We've got some tea and some winter clothing. This is the sort of pattern I'm going to do. I did this pattern once before, and I'm going to see if I can find it for you. I did this pattern. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Ages ago, this is the pattern I did. Ages ago, I did these illustrations. These were in watercolour though. But I like the pattern that I did. So I'm going to try and recreate those again. So I can't use those because they're watercolour, and the rest of the collection isn't going to be watercolour. So it's going to be like drawn and then coloured in Photoshop. So I was just drawing in like the pattern, but I don't need to do all of that on the mittens and everything in pencil and then go over it in pen. I will probably just go straight in with the pen. Saves kind of doing everything twice, because it's a fairly simple pattern, so I don't really need to kind of worry about it. I was interrupted by Mr. B, who needs to come and get something. So I can't remember what I was saying. I was going to draw those elements in after. Got some books. I'm thinking winter hygge, so like a couple of winter animals like you've just seen, and some tea and books, because that to me is like, well, it's hygge at the best of times, but I think it's quite a nice thing for winter. So like the book's got a snowflake on, and everything's got to have a snowflake on. Done a little wreath. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I do often like doing wreaths. But yeah, I should put something in there, maybe like a quote or something. So I've done that. I've done a stack of books with a tea perched on the top, and a girl drinking tea. Now this looks super scruffy at the moment, doesn't it? You can't tell what's what because there are so many pencil lines. But I know what I was doing. I know what I was going with, so it kind of makes sense to me. Sorry about the shadow. It's terrible, isn't it? And then the last one is a girl sitting and reading. She's going to have the same pattern on her socks and her mittens. I think she's going to have mittens, I think. And the same book and everything. So yeah, she's reading. And I think that's it. I am probably going to go with this sort of colour scheme. I'm thinking maybe purely because I created this when I was doing Patreon. I created well, I'm still doing Patreon videos, but I used to do collage sheets, and I created this fox, and I sort of want to use it because I like it, but the trouble is it's like that's watercolour and I'm not doing watercolour, so I don't know. I'm having like a decisions moment. Maybe I'll change my mind when I come to actually doing it, because right now I've got to ink up the pictures. So right now I've got to just ink up the pictures. I'll just be using a black pen, inking them up, rubbing out the pencil lines. Then I've got to photograph them. Then I've got to photograph them, import them all into Photoshop and tweak them, sort out the levels, make the background white, make the lines black, all that kind of stuff. And that's then when I look at colouring them in. So I still have a little bit more work ahead of me yet to get to that stage, and I can't decide. I'm deciding. Also, I do feel quite inspired by that Polar Express mug that I showed you before. all the blues on it. I know that's Christmassy. I do know that's Christmassy, but I don't know. So I'm thinking maybe I should steer away from the navy blue. Maybe that's too heavy. See, you might think, oh my gosh, she's overthinking it, but I want it to be perfect, or as near as perfect as possible. Nothing's ever really perfect. I want it to be good. I don't want to put out like crappy, shoddy work. So that's why I spend a lot of time deliberating on these things. Like, it may just seem like just a colour palette, but I want it to be right. I'm also thinking maybe like soft pinks and beige and grey. I feel like that's quite calm and hoogery. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted if I continue to vlog, that is. Hey guys, so this is actually the week after. I forgot to end the vlog last week. I kind of just fizzled out. I ran out of steam. So this is future me saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.